Corn, one of the most essential foods of humanity, not only meets domestic needs, but also reaches the export market, bringing outstanding economic value. With the support of modern machinery and advances in farming techniques, today's agricultural industry is optimizing productivity and output quality. So what is the process of turning corn fields into golden fields? Join us to find out right here. Welcome to Farm Perspective TV channel. Today, we will explore together the wonderful journey of corn seeds, from sowing until becoming golden ears of corn, making a great contribution to world agriculture. Corn, not only an important crop in the global food chain, but also a golden crop in the eyes of farmers. With global production of more than 1.2 billion tons per year, corn has become the third largest crop in the world, after rice and wheat. A new crop always starts with seed selection, a seemingly simple step but greatly determines productivity. Farmers often retain 5 to 10% of the previous crop's output for seed production, or choose to buy F1 hybrid corn varieties from reputable agricultural centers. These varieties are not only resistant to pests, but are also suitable for the soil and climate conditions of each region. The most popular corn varieties today include LVN10, CP333, NK7328, with growth times ranging from 90 to 110 days depending on the type. In particular, genetically modified pest-resistant corn varieties such as BT corn have been applied in many localities, helping to reduce pesticide costs by 30 to 40%. With modern technology, corn planting today has been mechanized. Smart seeding machines not only shorten time but also ensure high accuracy. The distance between plants is usually 20 to 25 centimeters. Between rows is 60 to 75 centimeters, creating ideal conditions for plants to grow. On average, each hectare of land can grow 55,000 to 65,000 trees, depending on variety and soil conditions. And after about 4 to 7 days, the tiny corn seeds begin to sprout, opening a new and challenging journey. During this period, soil moisture plays the most important role. Ideal humidity must be maintained at 60 to 70% so that plant roots can absorb enough water and nutrients. Modern drip and sprinkler irrigation systems have completely replaced manual methods. With just one programming, water will be directed to each bed accurately and economically. When the plant enters the mature stage, nutrition is a vital factor. On average, each hectare of corn requires about 100 to 150 kilograms of N, 60 to 80 kilograms of P2O5, and 40 to 60 kilograms of K2O to ensure optimal growth. However, trees do not always grow in peace. A series of pests such as stem borers and corn aphids can attack at any time. They not only damage leaves but also reduce yields by 20 to 30% if not controlled. But don't worry, technologies like spraying drones have become the optimal solution. With GPS programming capabilities, the aircraft sprays chemicals accurately to the centimeter, ensuring biological safety and saving up to 40% of pesticides. After 2 to 4 months, depending on the variety, the corn plant begins to flower and produce the first ears of corn. This is the time when farmers feel the joy and results from their long-term care efforts. When the corn reaches maturity, depending on the intended use, people will decide when to harvest it. If you want to make whole corn, harvesting takes place when the stalks are still green and the corn has the highest starch content. If harvested for seeds, the plant will be left to ripen more when the stem has turned yellow, making it easier for the seeds to be separated from the pulp. Multi-purpose harvesting machines are great assistants for farmers today. Not only does it cut and separate corn, but the internal system also automatically separates seeds, sorts, and packages them right on the spot. On average, each hectare of corn can yield 7 to 10 tons of seeds, depending on the variety and growing conditions. After harvest, corn seeds are transported to processing factories or large gathering areas. From here, they become a valuable source of raw materials for a variety of industries, from food, livestock to ethanol production. Ladies and gentlemen, vast cornfields not only bring a bountiful harvest, but are also a symbol of modernization in agriculture. With a planting area of up to 1.2 million hectares per year, and an average output of 5.2 tons per ha, it is affirming its position on the world agricultural map. Let's trust and accompany farmers who constantly strive every day to bring successful crops and build a more sustainable and prosperous agriculture. Thank you for following. Hello, and see you again. Tomatoes, Solanum lycopersicum, a member of the Solanaceae family, are a popular food worldwide. The tomato fruit, which starts out green and turns yellow to red when ripe, has a mildly sour taste and is rich in nutrients, especially vitamins C, A, and lycopene, a compound that is beneficial to health. The plant is native to South America and is believed to have evolved from a small green-fruited plant that grows in the highlands of Peru. Thanks to its ability to adapt to a wide range of climates, tomatoes have become an important part of global cuisine. From salads, sauces to soups, tomatoes are an indispensable ingredient. However, with the increasing demand, how can farms meet it? How have modern harvesting and processing processes changed? Let's explore with us. Have you ever wondered how millions of tons of fresh tomatoes are harvested and delivered to our tables every day? Imagine an early morning in a vast field when the first rays of sunlight shine on the ripe tomatoes and the sound of modern machines begins to ring. It is not just a harvest day, but a symphony of technology and human labor. On large farms, tomato harvesting is no longer a hard manual job as before. Now, thanks to the great advances in science and technology, automatic harvesting machines take over most of this work. Modern harvesting machines, such as the Tomato Harvester 9000, can harvest up to 70 tons of tomatoes in just one day, equivalent to the productivity of about 200 manual workers working continuously. In particular, these machines are equipped with optical sensors, high-resolution cameras, and artificial intelligence (AI) systems. In operation, they are able to identify the ripeness of each tomato, classify it on the spot, and gently separate the tomatoes from the plant without damaging the stems or leaves. Here's a fun fact you might not know. In just 0.2 seconds, the machine's laser scanning system can check the color, size, and juiciness of each tomato. Those that pass the test are sent to the conveyor belt, ready to be packaged or sent to the processing plant. Those that don't pass the test are immediately discarded. The system's accuracy rate is up to 98%, helping to minimize food waste to the maximum. But the technology story doesn't stop there. To ensure that every corner of the field is harvested at the right time, large farms also use drones. These drones, equipped with thermal cameras and multispectral sensors, can scan the entire field in 30 minutes, collecting data on crop health, soil moisture, and even accurately predicting the optimal harvest time. As a result, farm productivity increases by up to 30%, while irrigation water consumption is reduced by up to 20% compared to traditional methods. Can you imagine? On some large farms in the US and Europe, a field of more than 500 hectares only needs 5 to 7 workers to operate. All thanks to the support of automation technology and advanced GPS systems. The giant machines move with near absolute precision, not missing any area of the field. In addition, the remote control system allows operators to monitor all processes through a central screen, ensuring smooth operations without leaving the control room. Not only is it efficient, the application of technology also contributes to environmental protection. Instead of consuming large amounts of fuel as before, many modern farms have switched to using renewable energy, such as solar energy or biogas. A report from the Sustainable Agriculture Organization shows that the application of renewable energy in the farm has helped reduce CO2 emissions by up to 40% per crop. That is a big step towards sustainable production and protecting our planet. Wouldn't you be impressed to know that in just one day, an entire field of tomatoes can be harvested, sorted, and transported to processing plants without any interruption? This means that the tomatoes you bought at the supermarket in the afternoon could have been picked early that same morning. This is the power of technology and the maximum use of human resources. So next time you pick up a ripe tomato, do you wonder about the amazing journey it has been through? Just imagine, smart machines with sophisticated sensors, drones hovering over the fields, like diligent supervisors, ensuring every corner of the farm is tended and harvested to perfection. No more farmers bending over in the hot sun. Instead, they sit in front of control screens, operating a cutting-edge technology system, bringing precision and efficiency beyond the limits we have ever known. It is a vision straight out of a science fiction movie, but this is the reality we live in. Are you excited to know that the tomatoes in your hands are the crystallization of innovation, the harmonious combination of science and technology and human hard work? But the journey does not stop here. In the next episodes of Farm Perspective TV, we promise to take you into a whole new world where you will witness the magical transformation of fresh tomatoes into diverse processed products. We will explore with you how tomatoes become the soul of Italian cuisine, how Japanese chefs create sophisticated dishes, or how scientists create useful products from this wonderful fruit. Please continue to accompany us, because each episode is not only a story about agriculture, but also lessons about innovation, about the connection between nature and humans, and about the future that we build together. This is Farm Perspective TV, where fields and technology blend to tell inspiring stories. Are you ready to discover the next great things? See you on new journeys. And our journey with ripe tomatoes doesn't stop here. In the following episodes on Farm Perspective TV, we will take you deeper into the fascinating world of tomatoes. From the professional processing process, where fresh tomatoes are transformed into a variety of products such as sauces, ketchup, or even cosmetics, to unique culinary stories in countries around the world, where tomatoes are not only an ingredient, but also the soul of many cultures. Are you ready to discover how Italy turned tomatoes into a culinary icon, or how Japan created creative dishes from tomatoes? Keep accompanying us, because each episode will be an inspiring adventure, taking you from farm to table around the world. Thank you for experiencing and listening with us. This is Farm Perspective TV, where you are connected to the wonderful stories of the fields and beyond. See you in the next part. Potatoes, native to tropical South America, are one of the world's 4 major food crops, with a global production of more than 370 million tons per year. They are a nutritious food, containing 80% water, rich in carbohydrates, protein, fiber, and many vitamins such as C, B6, along with minerals such as potassium and iron. In particular, the resistant starch content of potatoes increases when cooled, bringing benefits to intestinal health. With a variety of colors from light yellow to purple, green, and black, potatoes are not only popular in dishes such as fried, mashed, boiled, but also used in industrial products such as snacks and potato flour. The increasing demand requires the application of advanced technology such as smart irrigation and disease-resistant varieties to improve productivity, ensure food security, and meet the global market. Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to modern agriculture, potato cultivation is a typical example of the combination of traditional experience and advanced technology. A potato crop lasts an average of 4 to 6 months, depending on the variety. To start, farmers usually use about 800 to 1,000 seed tubers per hectare of cultivated land. In fact, each square meter of cultivated land can hold about 10 seed tubers, planted 15 to 20 centimeters apart, to ensure optimal growing space. A special feature of modern farming is the use of agricultural machinery to create neat rows of potatoes, ensuring precise spacing, increasing productivity, and saving time. Carefully tended potato rows not only bring uniform beauty to the field, but also contribute to creating bountiful harvests. This is a vivid illustration of how technology is supporting the agricultural industry, bringing high efficiency and meeting the growing demand from the market. As the potato harvest season begins, the scene in the vast fields becomes more bustling than ever, with modern harvesting machines operating smoothly, turning the hard work of the past into a streamlined, efficient process. If in the past, harvesting potatoes had to be done entirely by hand, taking weeks to complete 1 hectare, now, thanks to modern machinery, farmers can harvest the same area in just 6 to 8 hours, depending on the type of machine and the terrain of the field. Modern potato harvesters are designed with high capacity, can harvest from 2 to 5 tons of potatoes per hour. With an average yield of potatoes ranging from 20 to 25 tons per hectare in efficient growing areas, these devices help to significantly reduce manual labor while ensuring optimal harvest yield. The structure of the machine includes many parts that operate in conjunction. Initially, the tractor will plow the soil, lift the potatoes, and separate them from the roots and stems. Then, the potatoes and soil are passed through a chain system to separate them, keeping the potatoes intact. In particular, the integrated vibrating floor systems are responsible for gently removing the remaining soil on the surface of the potatoes, ensuring that the delicate skin of the potatoes is not damaged. The clean potatoes are passed through a conveyor belt and poured directly into the transport vehicle's container, allowing the collection process to take place continuously without interrupting operations in the field. The most outstanding feature of these machines is the advanced GPS positioning system, which helps to perfectly coordinate the harvester and transport vehicle. With GPS, the operator can plan the exact route, ensuring that every corner of the field is thoroughly collected. Normally, this system operates in semi-automatic mode because it still requires the farmer's observation and adjustment to handle special situations. However, the support of technology helps to significantly reduce errors and save time compared to the previous manual method. The result of this process is high-quality, unbruised potatoes, ready to be transported to centralized warehouses. Here, they are classified and distributed to processing plants, where a series of familiar products such as potato chips, snacks, or potato flour are produced. With outstanding efficiency, modern potato harvesting technology is making an important contribution to improving the productivity and quality of agricultural products, bringing the agricultural sector to a new level. When the potatoes leave the fields, their journey does not stop there, but continues to the large warehouses, where everything starts to come alive. Here, orders from all over will be closely coordinated, ensuring that the supply is always ready to meet the demand. In particular, the potato processing plants act as the most important transformation centers, where each potato will undergo a modern and sophisticated processing process. When the potatoes are transported to the factory, the initial quality assessment stage will take place immediately. The indicators of size and starch content are carefully analyzed to ensure that only the highest quality tubers continue on the production line. From here, trolleys will transport the potatoes to the supply bay. Automatic conveyor belts will receive them and take them to the modern washing basins, where the cleaning process is carried out in 2 to 3 stages. Every grain of soil and sand is removed, leaving the potato with a clean surface before entering the next stage. Next, on the conveyor belt, skilled workers will carefully inspect each potato, removing damaged ones to ensure absolute quality. This is an important step before the potatoes enter the main processing chamber. Depending on the type of product, these potatoes will be thinly sliced, shredded, or cut into square bars, preparing for the next stages. Once shaped, the potatoes are washed one more time, ensuring they are completely clean before entering the cooking or frying stage. Most of the time, they will be fried in hot oil at very high temperatures, helping to remove water content and create a crispy skin. This process can be repeated 2 to 3 times to achieve perfection in both flavor and appearance. The pressure and temperature throughout the frying process are strictly controlled to ensure that no errors occur. Finally, the potato products are seasoned and mixed according to the factory's specific formula. Crispy potato chips, attractive snacks, or other products will be born, ready to reach consumers. Each product not only has nutritional value, but is also the result of the perfect combination of modern technology and talented human hands, contributing significantly to the global food supply chain. Surely everyone here can enjoy these delicious potato dishes. If you have any more information, please let us know. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Cabbage, a cruciferous vegetable, popular in global cuisine and agriculture. With thick, overlapping leaves forming a spherical or flat shape, cabbage is light green, dark green to purple. This is a nutritious food, providing vitamin C, K, and fiber. According to the USDA, 100 grams of raw cabbage contains 25 calories, 2.5 grams of fiber, and 36.6 milligrams of vitamin C, 41% of daily needs. Cabbage is often grown in temperate countries such as China, India, and Russia. China leads the production with more than 33 million tons per year, accounting for 47% of the world. Not only is it an important food source, cabbage also has medicinal value thanks to the compound glucosinolate, which helps fight inflammation and oxidation, supporting the treatment of stomach ulcers. Each cabbage takes 70 to 120 days to mature. It is usually harvested early in the morning to preserve its freshness before becoming an attractive kimchi soup or salad. Are you ready to explore this magical process? Welcome to Farm Perspective TV. Join me on an exciting journey from seed to harvest, where science and the art of agriculture blend to produce plump, green cabbages. The process begins with seed selection, the most important step to ensure yield and quality. Seeds are thoroughly tested in the laboratory, ensuring they meet standards for size, germination, and resistance to pests and diseases. The germination rate of high-quality varieties is often over 90%. Creating the premise for a bumper crop. After selection, the seeds are put into the germination stage in specialized trays. The incubation environment is strictly controlled with a temperature maintained at 20 to 25 degrees Celsius and humidity of about 70 to 80%, helping the young plants grow quickly and healthily. These seedlings will undergo about 20 to 25 days of care before being ready to be transferred to the large fields. Next is the soil improvement step, an indispensable step for cabbage to grow well. The soil is plowed to a depth of 20 to 25 centimeters, removing weeds and potential pathogens. The pH of the soil is adjusted to range from 6.0 to 7.5, ensuring a suitable environment for plants. Organic fertilizer or NPK fertilizer type 16 to 16-8 is used as base fertilizer, applied at a dose of about 200 to 300 kHz, supplementing all necessary nutrients. When the soil is ready, modern technology is put into use. The seedling machine ensures that each seedling is planted at a distance of 40 to 50 centimeters, maintaining regularity and optimizing growth space. The planting bed is usually 1 to 1.2 meters wide, with drainage ditches to avoid waterlogging, especially during the rainy season. During the growth process, the automatic irrigation system plays an important role. Clean water is provided regularly, maintaining soil moisture at 60 to 70%, helping the cabbage to always be in the best condition. Not only that, drones are deployed to monitor the entire field. Thanks to modern technology, problems such as pests, nutrient-deficient soil, or poor plant growth are detected early. Data from drones helps farmers come up with timely solutions, increasing farming efficiency. The use of pesticides is carried out scientifically and under control. The pesticides are sprayed precisely on areas affected by pests, at the right time and with safe doses according to the 4 rights principle: right type, right dose, right time, and right way. This not only protects crops, but also minimizes negative impacts on the environment and human health. At the same time, cabbage is carefully cared for by pruning old leaves, periodically fertilizing with potassium or organic fertilizer, helping the plant to roll leaves evenly and form strong ears. After about 70 to 120 days, the cabbage has reached maturity, ready for harvest. The round cabbages, weighing an average of 1 to 3 kilograms, spread their green color across the field. Imagine an early morning in a vast field of cabbage, where the round, green cabbages, weighing an average of 1 to 3 kilograms, have reached maturity, ready for harvest. This is the peak stage in the growth cycle, lasting from 70 to 120 days, when each cabbage has accumulated enough nutrients and reached the standard of size and shape. Cabbage harvesting is done in 2 main ways: manually and by modern machinery, depending on the scale and investment level of the farm. For small farms, the manual method still plays an important role. Farmers skillfully use sharp knives to cut each cabbage close to the root, remove old leaves, then neatly arrange them in baskets or carts. This method brings meticulousness and absolute quality control. However, the disadvantage is that it is time-consuming and labor-intensive, with an average yield of about 0.1 to 0.2 head day person. On the contrary, in large-scale fields of 10 hectares or more, harvesting with modern machinery is the optimal choice, bringing superior efficiency in both productivity and cost. Specialized cabbage harvesters are equipped with automatic cutting, cleaning, and product collection systems. On average, a machine can handle 2 to 4 hectares a day, 10 to 20 times more than manual methods. Modern machines, such as the ASA Lift T300 harvester, not only cut the roots, but also remove the outer leaves, then transfer the cabbage to the conveyor belt for sorting right in the field. Cabbages that meet weight and size standards will be packed directly into boxes, while products that do not meet standards will be discarded. Some advanced machines also integrate GPS positioning technology, helping to optimize the harvesting route and minimize fuel waste. This significantly increases labor efficiency, reducing labor costs by 30 to 50% compared to manual methods. In particular, when harvesting early in the morning, moisture from dew helps keep cabbage fresh longer. The cool morning temperature also reduces the risk of heat damage, especially in large fields where the product must wait to be transported to the warehouse. It is estimated that harvesting at this time reduces product damage to less than 5%, while if harvested at noon or in the afternoon, this number can increase to 10 to 15%. Cabbage harvesting is not only a technological aspect, but also a community one. On many large farms, the harvesting process is a close coordination between humans and machines. The harvesting machines operate smoothly, while a team of workers follows behind to inspect, classify and package the cabbage before transporting it to processing centers or wholesale markets. For export farms, the products after harvest will be strictly inspected for quality, ensuring that they meet international standards. A 20-hectare cabbage field can produce from 300 to 600 tons, depending on the crop variety and growing conditions. This output not only meets domestic demand, but also serves exports to major markets such as Japan, Korea, and Europe. The use of modern machinery not only helps reduce harvesting time, but also improves product quality, thanks to limiting direct contact, keeping the freshness longer. After harvesting, cabbage is sorted and transported to markets or processing facilities. Some is sold in retail markets and supermarkets, after being cleaned and packaged to maintain freshness. About 40 to 50% of fresh cabbage production is consumed directly. The rest is sent to processing plants, where the cabbage is thoroughly cleaned, shredded, or sliced. These products are mainly processed into kimchi, pickles, pre-mixed salads, or ready-to-eat dishes. The global food processing industry, with the presence of cabbage, is expected to reach a value of more than 50 billion USD by 2022, demonstrating the important role of cabbage in the food economy. Have you seen the real pictures? And what is your favorite way to prepare cabbage? Let us know. Thanks for coming along. Hello everyone. Bananas, a familiar fruit with a journey spreading from Southeast Asia to the world, currently have more than 1,000 different varieties, of which Cavendish bananas account for 47% of global production. Vietnam is proud to be one of the leading banana exporting countries, with outstanding products such as pink bananas. Not only delicious, bananas are a nutritious superfood, providing energy, potassium, vitamin B6, and fiber, supporting cardiovascular health and improving mood. In cuisine, bananas appear in a variety of ways, from banana cakes, banana desserts, to snacks such as dried banana slices, a delicious, nutritious choice that retains its natural flavor. So how is the process of growing and harvesting bananas on farms, and how large is the scale to meet the increasing demand of the market? Let's explore more about bananas and their great values at Farm Perspective TV. Have you ever wondered how a banana plant goes from a tiny sprout to a bunch of golden fruit? The journey begins in the laboratory, where scientists select healthy banana sprouts and apply tissue culture. This is an advanced technique to propagate disease-free and genetically identical plants. Once the sprouts are separated, they are transferred to the nursery stage in a greenhouse. Here, the young banana plants are nurtured in an optimal environment with humidity maintained at 60 to 70%, temperature between 25 to 30 degrees Celsius, ensuring ideal conditions for growth. When the plants reach a height of 40 to 50 centimeters, with 5 to 6 healthy leaves, they are transferred to the ground to be planted. Banana plants are usually planted 2 to 3 meters apart, allowing space for strong root systems, which can spread up to 1.5 meters, and ensuring adequate light. Interestingly, the irrigation process is usually through a modern drip irrigation or canal system, which helps the plants stay moist without causing waterlogging. Plant protection is also very important. In the early stages, pesticides and fertilizers are often applied manually. However, with large banana fields, people use drones to spray pesticides, saving time and ensuring even effectiveness. After about 9 to 10 months, the banana plant is mature, 2.5 to 3.5 meters high. Can you imagine that strong growth? This is when the plant begins to produce cobs, revealing clusters of bright purple flowers, signaling the formation of banana bunches. From the time the cobs appear, It only takes another 3 to 4 months for the banana bunches to fully develop. When the desired number of flowers have been produced, people will cut off the banana cobs below to nourish the fruits above. When the fruit is big enough, people will cover the fruit with specialized plastic bags to prevent insects from harming the quality of the harvest. After about 12 to 14 months from germination, the bananas will reach maturity and be ready to harvest. Each bunch of bananas can weigh between 20 to 50 kilograms, and their maturity will vary depending on the intended use. If the bananas are to be eaten immediately, the harvest time will be when the bananas are about 75 to 80% ripe, with the skin still slightly green and the banana flesh inside sweet and soft. In contrast, bananas for processing or making dried products will be harvested earlier when the banana skin is still quite green, 60 to 70%, to retain the necessary firmness and moisture for the next processing steps. The banana harvesting process begins with tying a string to the banana bunch to hold it firmly during the cutting process. Workers will use a sharp knife to cut the banana bunch from the tree, having to do it carefully so as not to drop the bananas. Once cut, the bunches are hooked onto a pulley system, a convenient way to transport bananas from orchards to staging areas without damaging the bunches. This process is especially important because bananas are very susceptible to damage from strong impacts. Once the bananas have been transported to the processing facilities, they will be cleaned and processed to prepare for the next steps. First, the plastic wraps covering the banana bunches, along with the pads between the banana bunches, are removed. These materials were originally used to protect the bananas during transportation, helping to minimize impact and damage to the fruit. After removal, workers will spray clean water over the entire surface of the bananas to remove dirt and banana sap. After the bananas have been pre-cleaned, workers continue the process of separating the banana bunches from the bunches. Each banana bunch is carefully separated and placed in a large sink where they will be soaked and washed. This process is done 3 to 4 times, ensuring that there is no dirt, pests, or banana sap stuck on the surface. Although this is a manual job, thanks to the chain effect, the implementation time will be shortened, helping to increase productivity while maintaining product quality. After the bananas are washed, if they are to be eaten fresh, they will continue to be processed for preservation. To extend the shelf life while maintaining the quality, the bananas will be soaked in a safe biological preservative solution. This preservative is not harmful to human health, but can help the bananas ripen more evenly, quickly, and be preserved longer. This preservative solution also helps the bananas stay fresh when transported long distances to markets and supermarkets. With bananas used to process into dried products, the process is a little different. Workers will start by carefully peeling the bananas. Then, each banana is passed through a slicer. These banana slices are usually 3 to 5 millimeters thick, depending on the requirements of each product. The banana pieces, after being cut, will be cleaned with water to completely remove dirt and latex. After cleaning, these banana pieces will be put into the drying oven. The drying process is one of the important steps in banana processing, helping to reduce the moisture content in bananas while retaining their natural flavor. The drying oven is operated automatically. The temperature is maintained at a stable level of 60 to 70 degrees Celsius for 4 to 6 hours. This helps the dried bananas retain their shape, color, and characteristic flavor without being denatured. After drying, the bananas will be transferred via an automatic conveyor belt and put into a container. Once the bananas have been dried, the banana pieces will be packed into small packages, each weighing 100 to 200 grams. This packaging process ensures that each product package will have a uniform quantity and weight, suitable for market consumption needs. After packaging, the banana packages will be sealed and put into cartons to prepare for distribution to stores, supermarkets, or export. The entire process is carried out with a combination of workers and modern machinery systems, helping to improve production efficiency while still ensuring the quality of each product. From harvesting, cleaning, processing to packaging, every stage is strictly controlled in order to bring the freshest bananas and the best quality dried banana products to consumers. Thus, the journey of bananas from the time they are germinated to the time they appear on the dining table is a series of tasks that require meticulousness, patience, and a combination of tradition and modern technology. To produce delicious fresh bananas or standard dried products, there is not only the contribution of farmers, but also the effective support of machinery and equipment and a methodical processing process. Cherish every banana you eat, because behind it is a creative and dedicated labor process. Thank you for accompanying us. Sincerely, thank you. Grapes, a charming and valuable fruit originating from temperate regions such as the Mediterranean, the Middle East, and North America, have become a symbol of health and sophistication. With more than 8,000 grape varieties worldwide, from red grapes, green grapes, to dark purple grapes, each variety brings a unique flavor. Grapes contain a lot of vitamin C, K, the antioxidant resveratrol, which helps protect the cardiovascular system, enhance immunity, and beautify the skin. In particular, resveratrol is also studied to have anti-aging and cancer prevention effects. In addition to nutritional value, grapes are also a valuable ingredient in the wine, cosmetics, functional foods, and pharmaceutical industries. For example, Cabernet Sauvignon grapes are the star of the wine industry, while grape seed oil is very popular in the cosmetics industry. And how will the grape harvest take place? Is it similar to the harvest in households? Join us as we explore the process. Welcome to Farm Perspective TV. Most of you here have probably visited and picked the heavy grapes from the vine. However, grape harvesting on large-scale farms is significantly different from harvesting on households. It is not just a simple process of picking each bunch of grapes by hand, but a complex system that combines science, technology, and management to ensure maximum efficiency. In this article, we will explore the detailed aspects of large-scale grape harvesting, from the right time, types of machinery, how to operate, capacity, to how to harvest grapes for fresh consumption and grapes for processing. Harvest time is a decisive factor in the quality and yield of grapes. This time depends on the grape variety, climate conditions, and intended use, fresh consumption or processing. For fresh grapes, grapes are harvested when they reach optimal ripeness, that is, when the sugar concentration, acidity, and color are all at the right levels. This is usually measured by the Brix index, a measure of sweetness. For fresh grapes, the Brix index ranges from 16 to 24, depending on the variety. For grapes for processing, for grapes for wine, the harvest time is often based on the ratio of sugar to acid to create a product with a balanced flavor. Red wine grapes are usually harvested when the Brix index reaches 22 to 28, while white wine grapes need to be harvested at a lower level to maintain freshness. Weather also has a big impact on harvesting decisions. Farmers often avoid harvesting on rainy days to ensure that the grapes are not infected with mold and that rainwater does not dilute the sugar content of the fruit. Large farms use a range of modern machinery to increase productivity and reduce labor costs. Common equipment: self-propelled grape harvester. This is the main type of machine, capable of mass harvesting. The machine works by shaking the vine, causing the ripe fruit to fall off and collect them via a conveyor system. A modern harvester can process from 1 to 5 hectares per day, equivalent to tens of tons of grapes. Conveyor and screening system. After the grapes are collected, they are transferred to a conveyor to remove leaves, branches, and impurities. Some machines are also integrated with optical sensor technology to automatically classify the grapes based on size and color. On-site grape presses. For grapes used for winemaking, some large farms install presses right in the field to reduce the time from harvest to processing, helping to preserve the flavor. Refrigerated trucks. For transporting fresh grapes, refrigerated trucks are used to maintain a stable temperature, 0 to 4 degrees Celsius, ensuring that the grapes do not spoil before reaching the market. Large-scale grape harvesting typically follows these steps. Preparation. The farm checks machinery and staff before the harvest begins. Brix, acidity, and weather data are analyzed to determine the optimal timing. Harvesting. The self-propelled grape harvester moves along the rows of grapes, shaking them to separate the fruit. For high-quality or sensitive grapes, manual harvesting is still preferred. Screening and cleaning. The grapes are passed through a screening system to remove unwanted objects and ensure quality standards. Transportation. The grapes are transported to the processing plant or point of consumption. For wine grapes, the time from harvest to processing should not exceed 24 hours. While both types of grapes are harvested using the same basic method, the end use makes a big difference in how they are handled. Fresh grapes requires unbruised grapes that retain their attractive appearance and natural sweetness. Farms often prefer hand harvesting to protect the fruit. After harvest, the grapes are washed, carefully packaged, and stored in a cold environment. Processing grapes. These grapes do not require a perfect appearance, but focus on flavor and chemical composition. Modern machinery saves costs and speeds up harvesting. Processing grapes are often processed on site or transported quickly to the winery. According to figures from the agricultural industry, an average self-propelled grape harvester can replace the work of 30 to 50 workers. The average harvest yield by machine ranges from 10 to 12 tons per hour. Large farms can process up to 500 tons of grapes in a season, depending on the size and capacity of the machine. In the US, about 85% of wine grapes are harvested by machine, while in Europe, the proportion is lower due to strict regulations on wine quality. Grape harvesting on large-scale farms is a complex process, requiring a combination of modern technology and precise management. Each stage, from choosing the time to harvest, using machines, to sorting the product, is carried out with the goal of optimizing efficiency and quality. Understanding this process not only helps consumers appreciate the efforts of the producer, but also opens up new opportunities in the agricultural industry. It's great to see the scene of grape harvest on large-scale farms. It's far from what you imagine, right? For the increasing demand, upgrading the scale and cultivation technology also significantly increases grape production. Next, let's take a look at some pictures of the grape processing process. Let's go. Grapes from the harvest process will be gathered in warehouses, where they will be cleaned and preliminarily classified before being supplied to the market at markets or supermarkets. Grapes used in wine, jam, or other products will be transported to specialized factories. At home, Grapes are often processed manually, such as making jam, pressing juice, or drying. These methods are simple but require meticulousness and skill to preserve the natural flavor of the grapes. At the factory, the grape processing process at the factory uses high technology and automatic lines. Steps include washing, pressing, fermentation for wine, or heat treatment for jams and canned juices. These systems ensure the product meets food safety and quality standards. We promise that in the next video, we will give you a complete overview of all the above processes, especially the detailed processes in making grape wine, a popular specialty in many countries. Along with that are some special uses of grapes that you may not know or have never heard of anywhere. Thank you for joining Farm Perspective TV and wish you a relaxing time with your family. Hello everyone. Today we will explore with you a fruit that is not only delicious but also has great economic value. That is mango. Believed to have originated in India and Southeast Asia more than 4,000 years ago, mangoes are now grown throughout the tropics of the world. Vietnam is one of the leading mango exporting countries, with an output of more than 900,000 tons per year, according to 2022 data. Mangoes are not only loved for their sweet taste, but also contain many nutrients such as vitamins C, A, and antioxidants, which help to improve cardiovascular health and beautify the skin. Did you know that the world consumes more than 50 million tons of mangoes each year? An impressive number, right? Share with us, do you like to eat ripe mangoes, green mangoes, or which mango dishes do you like the most? Comment below. Welcome to Farm Perspective TV. Mango harvesting is a crucial stage in the value chain of the world's most beloved tropical fruit. Let's take a look at the first steps until the golden mangoes are put into storage. The mango harvest journey begins with a simple but important question. When are the mangoes ready to pick? The time from flowering to ripening usually lasts between 90 and 120 days, depending on the mango variety, weather conditions, and cultivation techniques. Popular mango varieties in the world, such as Hayden, Kent, or Tommy Atkins, usually show signs of ripening when the stem turns from green to pale yellow. The skin becomes shinier and has a characteristic red tint. Determining ripeness is not only based on the naked eye, but also supported by traditional and modern techniques. Some longtime farmers use the method of gently tapping the mango to feel the hollowness, a sign that the fruit has reached its optimal sweetness. Meanwhile, large-scale farms may use a Brix meter or hardness tester to confirm harvest time. Harvesting usually takes place in the early morning or cool afternoon, when temperatures are lower, reducing the risk of dehydration or heat shock. Despite the advancement of technology, more than 90% of mangoes in the world are still harvested by hand. The main reason is that mangoes are very vulnerable. A slight impact can bruise the skin or crack the fruit, affecting the quality and commercial value. The mango picking process often uses simple but effective tools, such as a picking pole with a cutting blade and a cloth bag or net to keep the fruit from falling freely. Farmers need to skillfully cut the stem about 1 to 2 centimeters from the fruit to avoid the mango sap sticking to the skin, causing damage to the surface during storage. On large farms, the harvesting team often works in groups. One person will cut the fruit, while another person is in charge of collecting and transferring the mangoes to containers lined with soft foam or paper to avoid collisions. For large orchards, high ladders or scaffolding are often used to reach the high branches where the biggest and most beautiful mangoes are. Immediately after picking, mangoes are taken to the orchard processing area to remove sap and dirt. Some farms use cold water to wash the fruit to remove sap from the stem and reduce the surface temperature, helping the mangoes stay fresh longer. Large-scale farms even use automated conveyor systems to wash and dry the mangoes. Next comes the sorting stage. Mangoes are carefully inspected based on size, color, and ripeness. Fruits with minor defects or that do not meet appearance standards are usually kept for domestic consumption or processed into products such as juice, jam, or dried. The most beautiful mangoes with uniform size and color are reserved for export or high-end markets. After processing and sorting, the mangoes are carefully placed in specialized containers. Transport from the orchard to the warehouse is an equally important step, especially for export varieties. To maintain freshness, mangoes are usually kept at a temperature of 10 to 12 degrees Celsius during transport. For small-scale farms, transport may only involve short truck trips to a local warehouse. However, in large exporting countries such as Mexico, Brazil, or India, modern supply chains include specialized vehicles with refrigeration systems to ensure that the mangoes maintain their quality when they reach consumers. Globally, millions of tons of mangoes are harvested each year, with India accounting for the largest share, over 40% of the world's total. The harvesting process is not just a laborious task, but also an art, where the farmer's experience, meticulousness, and dedication are reflected in each mango. What do you think about this process? Is there anything that surprises you? Leave your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget that each mango you enjoy is the result of a painstaking and dedicated journey. After being transported to the warehouses, the mangoes will go through an important stage, preservation to ensure freshness. The temperature in the warehouse is usually maintained at 10 to 12 degrees Celsius, with a humidity of about 85 to 90%. This environment helps slow down the ripening process of the mangoes, extending the storage time without losing the natural flavor. Here, the mangoes will be classified for the last time based on export or domestic consumption standards. The highest quality fruits, with uniform color and no defects, will be packed in carton boxes or plastic crates lined with soft paper to protect them during transportation. For exported mangoes, the post-harvest processing stage includes irradiation or hot steam treatment to eliminate pests and ensure compliance with strict hygiene standards of international markets, such as the United States, Japan, or the EU. After leaving the warehouse, the mangoes will begin their journey to the consumer. For the domestic market, mangoes are transported by regular trucks or refrigerated trucks, depending on the distance and weather conditions. For large urban areas, the time from the warehouse to the market or supermarket is usually only a few hours. For export, mangoes will be transported by air or sea. Mangoes exported by air are usually high-end shipments, targeting markets with strict quality requirements. Meanwhile, shipping by sea is more popular with large quantities and lower costs. Specialized containers are used to ensure that the mangoes always maintain the ideal temperature and humidity throughout the journey, which can last from a few days to a few weeks. A typical example is India, a country that exports millions of tons of mangoes each year, with major markets in the Middle East, Europe, and North America. This journey requires not only logistical precision, but also close coordination between manufacturers, carriers, and trade regulators. At the destination, mangoes are displayed in shops, supermarkets, or traditional markets. For international markets, retailers often provide detailed information about the origin, variety of mangoes, and storage methods to ensure consumers can enjoy mangoes at their best. E-commerce platforms are also playing an increasingly important role in getting mangoes to customers, especially during the period of high demand for online shopping. With fast delivery services, fresh mangoes can reach consumers within 24 to 48 hours of ordering. In addition to being consumed directly, mangoes are also an ingredient for many popular processed products on the market. Let's take a look at some of them. Dried mangoes. This is a globally popular product. The drying process helps retain the natural sweetness and increases the shelf life. Dried mangoes are often conveniently packaged, suitable for travel or as gifts. Mango juice, a popular drink that not only quenches thirst but also provides vitamins and antioxidants. Major brands often produce pure mango juice or mix it with other fruits to enhance the flavor. Mango jam. With its characteristic sweetness, mango jam is a great choice to eat with bread or as a filling for cakes. Mango smoothie. This is a popular drink at cafes and restaurants. Mango smoothies are not only delicious but also rich in nutrients, often combined with yogurt or nuts to increase nutritional value. Pickled mango or mango paste, a delicious snack, especially popular in Southeast Asian countries. Green mangoes are pickled with salt, sugar, and chili, creating a unique sour, sweet, and spicy flavor. Mango powder, used in the food industry to add natural flavor to confectionery, ice cream, or beverages. From a fresh mango in the warehouse to appearing on the dining table or becoming processed products, each step in this journey requires meticulousness and dedication from many people. Mango is not only a delicious fruit, but also a symbol of culture and economy in many tropical countries. Have you ever enjoyed any dishes made from mango? Please share your experience and leave your comments in the comment section. Thank you for joining us. Please look forward to the next videos. Hello Farm Perspective TV viewers. Today we will learn about a familiar but extremely interesting ingredient, onions. Did you know that according to data from the FAO, the world produces more than 105 million tons of onions each year, and it is one of the most widely grown vegetables on the planet. Onions are not only a great spice for dishes, but also a source of vitamin C, fiber, and powerful antioxidants such as quercetin, which helps to improve cardiovascular health and support the immune system. Surprising, right? With such great uses, consumer demand is increasing. So how can we create a yield that always meets daily needs? Let's find out together. Welcome to Farm Perspective TV. With the modernization of agriculture, the use of machinery in onion harvesting is becoming more and more popular. These machines not only increase productivity, but also minimize losses and ensure the quality of onions after harvest. Onion harvester. This is a specialized machine that can operate on many types of terrain, suitable for onion fields planted in rows. Some popular brands include Grimm, ASA Lift, and Emac. Typically, an onion harvester consists of the following main parts. Soil cutting unit. Function. This part is usually located at the front of the machine, has a cutting blade or plow teeth, used to cut or lightly loosen the soil layer around the onion, making it easy to lift the onion without breaking. Specifications. The cutting blade is made of stainless steel, adjustable in depth, usually from 5–15 centimeters, depending on the depth of the onion roots. Collection conveyor. Function. After cutting the soil and pulling the onion is transferred to the conveyor to remove soil and debris. Operation details. The conveyor is designed with small holes so that the soil falls while the onion is retained. Some modern conveyors have an additional vibration system to optimize cleaning. Cleaning unit. Function. This is a fan or soft brush system, which works by gently sweeping across the surface of the onion to remove any remaining dirt. Advantages. Helps clean onions in the field, reducing post-harvest processing. Leaf separator. Function. The machine is integrated with a leaf cutter or a pulling system, helping to separate dry leaves from onions. Specifications. The cutter is made of super durable alloy with the ability to adjust the speed to suit the size of the onion. Bulb collection system. Function. After cleaning and separating the leaves, the onions are collected into a large container or transferred to a trailer for transportation. About machine performance. A modern onion harvester can harvest 0.5 to 1 ha per hour, equivalent to the labor productivity of 50 to 100 people. The onion loss rate when using a harvester is only about 1 to 2%, lower than manual harvesting, 5 to 10%. One specific example, ASA Lift T200 onion harvester, capacity 1,000–2,000 kilograms per hour. Features: dual cleaning system, integrated leaf cutting and automatic packaging functions, widely used in Europe for large specialized areas. Immediately after harvesting, onions need to be processed quickly to maintain quality. Drying. Onions are dried naturally in the sun or in a temperature-controlled oven, 35 to 45 degrees Celsius. Time, 5 to 7 days, sun drying, or 12 to 24 hours, oven drying. Sorting. Onions are classified by size, large, medium, small, and those with worms, rotten, or substandard bulbs are removed. The accuracy of the sorting rate can reach 98% thanks to automatic sorting machines. Packaging. Dried onions are packed in mesh bags of 5 to 25 kilograms or large sacks of 50 to 100 kilograms. Some facilities use vacuum bags to preserve onions for a long time. Transportation process. Usually use specialized trucks, keep the temperature stable from 10 to 15 degrees. Dried onions are stored in warehouses with humidity of 65 to 70%, temperature of 0 to 5 degrees Celsius, avoid direct sunlight. Onions are distributed through wholesale markets, supermarkets, or exported. Countries such as Japan require standards for pesticide residue testing and onion quality before importing. So it is required that during the cultivation process, maximum attention must be paid to the criteria, ensuring product quality. Onions are not only a familiar food in daily meals, but also bring many nutritional values and great benefits for health. From the ability to strengthen the immune system, support digestion, to anti-inflammatory effects and reduce the risk of chronic diseases, onions have affirmed their important role in both cuisine and medicine. In addition, with the development of modern agriculture, onions are also an important economic product, contributing to improving farmers' lives and promoting agricultural exports. The journey to explore agriculture does not stop here. In the following videos, we will take you to learn more about other interesting aspects of the agricultural industry, from planting, harvesting, to processing. If you have any questions or topics of interest, please leave a comment below. Thank you for joining us. See you again in the next interesting content.